I have a pair of invisible ones, which are full of musical notes. This is my impression when I first met Sister Feiyu. She's not only beautiful, but also has a glittering life force. And my name is Hu Yi, a public welfare person who discovers, records, and spreads beauty and positive energy, and is also the person to see, accompany, and support this group. Now, let me take you into our story. Sister Feiyu said she was amazing when she was little. In 2005, she was featured as an image model in the parents' newspaper of the Yangtze River Daily. In 2006, she participated in the Wuhan Primary School singer competition held by the Wuming and Children Channel of Hubei People's Broadcasting Station and was selected as a singer of the Hubei People's Broadcasting Station chorus. I have to say that I think that in that era, Sister Feiyu was as dazzling as a rising child star. She was the other people's child we often talk about. However, when Feiyu was 7 years old, he suffered a sudden illness and was diagnosed with acute myelitis, a rare spinal nerve injury disease that occurs in 100,000. From then on, she lost sensation in the limbs below her belly button. Her lower limbs were paralyzed. She became incontinent and couldn't even turn over. Feiyu told me that in order to help her stand up again, her parents traveled all over the country to look for the miracle healer, and during that time, she received various treatments, both Western and traditional Chinese medicine. Every day, she had to undergo rehabilitation massage from the hands to the feet, which lasted for several hours. There was also acupuncture on the head, back, abdomen, legs, hands, and feet. The pain would last for hours. When other children were throwing sandbags and jumping rope outside, Feiyu could only look out the window. She also longed to be with her friends. During that time, Feiyu said she went to school in the morning, had rehabilitation treatment in the afternoon, and also had to practice the piano. Regardless of spring, summer, autumn, or winter, her father would carry her to the classroom every day, and her mother would be responsible for moving the wheelchair. Living in a wheelchair for 10 years, her mother was always by her side. While Feiyu was paralyzed in both lower limbs, she also faced many complications, such as urinary system infections, body temperature imbalance, pressure sores, burns, and spinal deformation. She said that during that time, she could always hear her relatives and friends sighing with sympathy. "What a good little girl, what a pity." She also often heard her mother sighing and saw the uncertain gloom on her father's face. It's not until she read Andersen's The Little Mermaid that she finally understood the price the Little Mermaid was willing to pay for healthy legs. She also hoped so, even if she became a pile of foam like the Little Mermaid. In the autumn of 2016, Feiyu came to the Wuhan Disabled Persons Rehabilitation Service Center. She and my father both suffered spinal cord injuries. My father was in a sudden car accident, which caused a spinal cord injury and high paraplegia, and she has to live in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. In the same year, my father founded the Wuhan Haoran Disabled Persons Public Welfare Service Center, which focuses on serving disabled people like him. It was also at the rehabilitation center that I met Sister Feiyu. It was also here that, because of their stories and my father's personal experience, I silently planted the seed of public welfare in my heart. I began to slowly get close to the lives of this group, walk into their hearts and listen to them talk about the bitterness and difficulties of the past. During that time, I accompanied them to class and had a better understanding of their physical conditions after their injuries, and I also provided some help with my ability. Sometimes, before falling asleep at night, I would look up at the starry sky devoutly and make wishes for Fei Yu, father and fellow cycle riders to be safe, healthy, and happy. I firmly believe that the gods will also pray for them. After all, they're very good people. During the training camp, I often accompanied my father to watch him exercise on the rehabilitation equipment day after day. He gritted his teeth and persisted while looking at me with a smile. I watched him carefully and sometimes helped him. My mother and I felt sorry for him and also felt his tenacity and indomitable courage. There are also some young students like Fei Yu, some of whom are about my age. What I can help them with more is chatting about some common topics and giving them psychological support. Under my influence and encouragement, they gradually began to smile. It was a beautiful, blossoming smile. Here, I met Fei Yu, who was full of musical notes. Her smile, protected by angle, was very warm. My name is Hu Ziyi. It was here with my father and mother that I planted the seeds of philanthropic spirit. In 2016, my father founded the Wuhan Haoran Public Welfare Service Center for the Disabled, adhering to the development concept of public welfare on the left and business on the right. He has been focusing on serving disabled people like them for many years, influencing lives with his life. The service areas he provides cover entrepreneurship and employment, psychological counseling, assistive devices, rehabilitation, and foster care for the disabled. He himself also named National Advanced Individual in Disability Work by the State Council Disabled Persons Work Committee. I'm proud of my father, and his spirit is guiding me on the road ahead, so that I will not lose my way. Have you ever seen a life that is facing the sun? My father is such a person, a kind of person who wants to hold an umbrella for others after being cold in the rain. So he established the Wuhan Haoran Public Welfare Service Center for the Disabled. The Sunshine Public Welfare Club I founded during my school years also continues to spread the seeds of his public spirit. I want to spread it to farther places, let this group be seen by more people, and make the society warmer, more loving, harmonious, and beautiful because of our kindness and good deeds. I once signed up to be a marathon volunteer, running with them on the track and cheering them on. I have also participated in the fundraising activities of the Social Love Charity Fund and helped them with love flower bowls, which were sold to passers-by as donations. I have also participated in psychological group counseling activities for the families of disabled people, bringing laughter to them in the sessions I designed. I've also worked in some special education institutions as a teaching assistant, approaching them and chatting and laughing with them. I've also followed other volunteer partners to visit other disabled people's homes, bring the sunshine of public welfare to them, and sending them condolences and care. I've also participated in each training camp course, and as always, I have assisted wheelchair users with wheelchair pushing training to prevent the risk of them falling backwards or tilting sideways. I have also participated in the assistive device assessment work for disabled people in 11 districts of Wuhan every year, providing some help within my ability. I've also worked with other disabled lecturers as a family member of a disabled person to go to various campuses to share my father's experience and feelings of disability, using life to influence life, and want everyone to cherish their own life while preventing disability. This year is the 17th Life Reconstruction Training Camp. My parents and I have always been there. Now, I have become a qualified teaching assistant. I will help the injured friends organize their clothes and rooms, chat with them, stick paper airplanes with wishes on the doors for everyone to encourage themselves, participate in training and improve themselves with everyone, and prepare certificates and trophies for them to witness at the end of the course. I hope that every bit of their efforts and contributions in the rest of their lives will not be in vain. During my time at school, I also formed a Sunshine Charity Club and regularly took my club partners to visit the homes of disabled people of different categories, caring about the dynamic changes in their physical, psychological, and living conditions, while accompanying listening to their demands, emphasizing and responding to their needs. I also provided them with psychological support and spiritual comfort, giving them warm company. We will also brainstorm with the partner in the club to combine the creative inspiration of fingertips with the life stories of the disabled group and let the public see the positive and sunny spiritual outlook of this group, while advocating everyone to give their love so that we can take their blessings and go farther. Over the years, I've always paid attention to them or approached them to accompany them, or participated in activities to provide assistance, or called on everyone to initiate love linkages. I walked on the path of my love and passed on these worms in my own way, because during the years when my father was injured, there were also many touching moments brought to us by strangers. I think this may be a kind of relay of giving back and love. Because of experience, I understand and I will be passionate about public welfare. I believe there are still many things waiting for me to do, and I will continue to practice this public welfare sentiment, spread positive energy, and lead the partners of the Sunshine Public Welfare Society to use my glimmer of light to do good deeds, and work tirelessly to create a harmonious society and a beautiful home. My name is Hu Ziyi, a public welfare worker who discovers, records, and spreads beauty and positive energy. I'm also a beginner who sees, accompanies, and supports this group. As long as you are grateful, everyone can become a beam of light for themselves.